It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Gets this out wide to Pickens. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
To the air on first down with Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 31, here's second down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's Pickett.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott off play action.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
Stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw is Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A second down throw for Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield.
Gunnar Olszewski.
And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Don't let us down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Bulldozes past him. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
George Pickens.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Pickett and the rest of the Steeler offense staying on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. Now it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Prescott to throw it.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. trying to run forward with Pollard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys signal for their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Throwing, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They hand off to their big tight end.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
At the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They pitch it to Harris.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Pickett back to throw.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Going off to Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And that's caught out wide by Cooks.
So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Pollard.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll come out in the pistol. On play action, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception.
Touchdown! Jake Ferguson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Steelers 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Prescott now.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Pickett.
Dancing to his left.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Pickett on second down.
He'll let it fly for Austin.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the way.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, Prescott here to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. On third down, it's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw is Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Prescott to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Fitzpatrick.
Now he's loose at the 40. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So that'll do it.